Hi, babe.
Hello.
Hi, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
So welcome back to our channel, the B&B Sagas. So today we're gonna do a very special video. So we're gonna do not only how we met, like talk about it, we're gonna show you guys. So show locations like that are important to us, that mean something to us, and take you along with us.
Our origin story.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like how we met, like also showing like our hometown story, like I said, things that are important to us and stuff. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I think you guys will really enjoy it, and we never really told our story before, so I think this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. So long overdue from the first video.
Yeah.
So we're actually at, you're gonna see in a second, at Roosevelt Field Mall
In Westbury, New York.
So I guess we should say like the backstory part now.
Our backstory?
Like how we got to coming to the mall.
So I guess I'll start off. I mean, should we tell them where we met or what
Yeah.
site? Okay, so Brittany and I met about 4.5 years ago on a website, and this is actually a really interesting story. So about 4 or 5 years ago, almost 5.
It'll be 5 years in July. So July
11th.
Yeah, July 11, 2014.
That's right. And so I had a website, and I'm sure a lot of you've heard of it. I mean, if you haven't, then you need to get out of that rock. It's called OkCupid.
If you need it.
Yeah, it's called OkCupid, and supposedly it's a little, it's like a dating app. It's like, and usually it's designed for people.
Not like it is a dating app.
Yeah, yeah. So
no shame.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's kind of like Tinder or eHarmony, however you want to put it, but it's for like someone in like 18 or older or something like that in our range. But and then one day around, I think it was like
Well, how long have you had your account on there for?
I've had mine for, at the time,
Yeah.
6 months.
6 months? You told me longer.
I did, but that was, I had it before, and then
when did you first make it?
I first made mine, well, if it was 6 months, then I made it around December of 2013.
Alright, so he had his for 6 months. Now, I made my account 6 hours before meeting him.
And she had no introduction. She had any details about anything.
And mind you, this is a Friday. So Friday night, how many like creepy people do you think are on this now at, Friday night? And
what's really funny is I actually have a picture of Brittany's original OkCupid profile picture. And this is the picture that I found her in. And I messaged her. That
picture is like
what?
Like 7 years old.
Really?
Yeah, today. Yeah.
Huh.
Like 7 years old, 8 years old, something like that.
Interesting.
So he had his for 6 months. I had mine for 6 hours. And, I'm sure like other females can vouch for me. When you first get like an account like that, you know how many guys would like message you and stuff. So he messaged me first. I think it was like something simple like hi, how you doing, like something like that.
Yeah, it was very.
It wasn't creepy where like I ignored it.
It was very simple. You know, it was very simple. I said, "Hi, I'm Rob," because I was my tactic name at that time.
Rob.
I used the word Rob instead of Bobby because I didn't know how she was gonna react at the time because I thought I was gonna embarrass myself with that name. So after a while, I messaged Britt and I said, "Hey, when you got time, would you want to go out?" And she said, "Yeah, I'll gladly go." And
no, we were talking. I remember I used to volunteer at an ambulance company, so for my shift I was talking to him along with other people.
Yeah.
But you're the main one. All night, even like afterwards, it was like 5 hours or 6 hours that we were just like going back and forth. Like, I wish we kept the conversations. I wish we kept that conversation.
That would have been pure gold. But then, and I remember this too, and don't lie about it either, because it was like 2 weeks after we met, you said that you and you watched me do it, and I watched you do it.
We'll get there, we'll get there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we were talking all that night, and then even the next morning, we were talking as well. I had work the next morning. I think he was off from work that day. So, I'm talking to him. I remember I'm telling my coworker, I'm like, oh, I've been talking to this guy, like, I don't know if we should meet up today. So I'm smart, at least I think I'm smart. I'm like, oh, let's, meet somewhere public. So I'm like, I have to go to the mall anyway because around my aunt's birthday I have to get her a gift. So I'm like, oh, I have to go to the mall. Do you want to meet me there? And that is where this comes in. So we'll be showing you guys. The store that we actually met at isn't here anymore. I don't know if, we'll see how old we are. F-Y-E. F-Y-E.
Phi.
That's what you pronounce it.
I know.
So we'll see, we're showing our age now. So if anybody knows of that store, or like Long Islanders used to go to Roosevelt Field Mall, if you know what that store is, it's basically where you were able to buy like CDs, DVDs, movies,
posters, video games.
Yeah, things like that. So it's like it was like a GameStop, but like you buy everything like electronic.
It's more like Newberry Comics now these days.
Well, it's like, because you're able to buy like all electronic things.
That's true.
So, everything. So, I guess like Best Buy, where they had all like that stuff, but like a little bit smaller, like compact.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I went there all the time because, when you had like the little CD players, that used to be like the it spot to go to get your stuff.
You were hip at that point.
Yeah, that was the thing. 90s babies here, guys.
Yep. We have a 92 baby and a 95 baby.
So yeah, we'll show you all that, and then we'll continue our story as we go along to the next spots. So catch you guys at the mall.
See you there.
Alright guys, so we're almost there. So it's obviously, like we said, not here anymore, but where Cotton On is,
right here.
That's where it used to be. So sad. And Bobby met me like over this way. So how it was is, yeah.
She's just standing there like this. It's like, nice to meet you.
So, how it was is, he was waiting here. Me, a type person, I make sure he was here before coming in. So he's been waiting here. So I came walking like how you guys saw already. And doot doot. And so I told him what shirt are you wearing, so I know who to look out for, obviously. Remember, I was so mad. He got rid of that shirt, and I was so mad.
I didn't fit in it anymore.
It was a blue and green striped shirt.
Yes, and I was wearing tan shorts, and I was wearing these moccasins.
Those shoes have been through a lot.
Yes, they have.
So he was wearing that, and I saw him like leaning against the rail, and I told him like, oh, I'm wearing like jeans and like a black shirt, something like that. So, yeah, so like you guys saw, like I went to give him a handshake, like, oh, nice to meet you, and he gave me a hug. So that's how it started.
So basically, like I said before, she came up to me like this, and I came up like this. Because, girls are very friendly, and they love hugs, but for her, I think it was a little unnatural, So I kind of gave her a spark, don't you think?
Okay.
Bloomfield Mall, and Brittany and I have different compilations. Let me show you guys.
After all that work.
There you go. As you can see, she's got bourbon chicken with rice, with peas. For me, I had myself a chicken California sandwich from Charlie's Steakhouse. So we're just doing all that. See, Charlie's and Asian Chow. That's like her favorite place to come when we go here.
It's the only thing I eat on here.
It drives her nuts. And in the meantime, so what is there we can else talk about our time here?
Nothing, because we have to go to the places.
Yeah.
We went to a couple of stores after, like, from the last time you saw to now. I went looking for a candle. It's either too expensive, or they're not the like size I was looking for. So,
I mean,
and then he got. You want to show me what you got?
There's a buy two get one free manga deal at a place called Newberry Comics. And if you follow my channel, if you guys follow my channel, I did 2 videos on Daredevil. So I'll show you what I got. I got Daredevil Born Again, as you can see here, one of the best Daredevil comics of all time. I got this issue of Daredevil. Yeah, I'm a Daredevil fanatic. And of course, Daredevil the Man Without Fear. I tried to find Guardian Devil, but they didn't have it at Newberry Comics. So Brittany and I are going outside our sources at Roosevelt Film Mall, and we're going to try to find Guardian Devil from there. Because I've been dying to read that comic, but I absolutely forgot about it for a while. So, yeah, I mean, she supports me for it, which is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
And we also saw a bunch of little hockey cards there too that that had Casey Millsap and the Buffalo Sabres on it. And I told her about it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, if you guys are interested in checking out the store, it's right here, Newberry Comics.
I had a video of it.
Yep. And there you go. So if you're interested in looking at anything nerdy, that's the place to go. So yeah, we're having ourselves a pretty decent day thus far. As far as we know, she's looking for candles because she's overdue for it.
Yeah.
And me, I'm looking for comics while telling our origin story. So this definitely solidifies our day so far.
Yeah.
So we have some other ideas for you guys too. So do you want to tell them what we're doing?
No, it's going to be separate.
Alright. So
You can tell I'm more interested in the food right now.
what?
I'm more interested in the food right now.
I know you are. She's craving. She's hungry. It's kind of weird when 2 people are sitting in front of a camera like that, and we're just eating our lunch.
I think they understand vlogging problems. Awkwardness of vlogging.
Oh yeah. The music back here is so loud.
Yeah, please don't like copyright us. It's not our fault that the music is loud. I hope you can hear yourself. Imagine it's like we're going through this whole thing when I'm editing it, you can't even hear what we're saying.
No. It's gonna get me more crazy when you put it all together later.
So we got you guys up to speed. So we're gonna eat. I'll probably see you guys on the way to Barnes & Noble's, the bookstore. So I hope you guys are not as hungry. Alright, so it's just me. Bobby is filling up his car tire with air. I told him he could just like went to Mavis and they would have done it for free for him. But he chose to go to the gas station and spend 75 cents for probably like 2 minutes to get gas. So he's doing that, and then we're heading to Barnes & Noble's like we told you guys before to look for his Daredevil comic. And sorry if I keep squinting, it's like the point where it's cloudy but the sun's out, so it's not necessarily for like sunglasses, but you're squinting. So that's where I'm at. So I think he wanted to stop here because this is the only like place on Long Island you can get Tim Hortons, so I think that's why he wanted it. Tim Hortons. I think that's why he wanted to stop here. But we ain't getting it because we're getting the Dunkin' Donuts later, which is a lot better than Tim Hortons, but yeah. So when we're done with Barnes & Nobles, we're gonna continue our, as he calls, origin story. But it's really like how we met and everything. And to give you guys like a visual, like we said in the intro, places that are important to us. So hopefully we'll be continuing that because it's already like 2:30. We've been doing this for 2 hours now. So we yeah, so we will see you guys soon. We made it!
Alright, I'm turning around.
Alright, so we're at Hula Hands. So this is where we came after the mall for our first date. So
we had a really odd, like, half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was an awkward in the beginning, and then we had like a mutual friend, so that's kind of like what sparked everything and started everything. And it got to the point that I wish there was a way, like a map that can draw out our lines of like where we went in life, because our paths would have crossed like 1,000 times.
And she didn't even know I was there.
No, so we're gonna show you some places that I've seen him a lot and just never realized it.
Yep. And there were places I worked at that I didn't even recognize her. I thought she was just another stranger on the street until we met.
Yeah. So the first place, which I'm not gonna show you because I don't want to show you that. It's
I can always pull the camera out. I can always pull it out of my car from my hand in the window.
No, so that like we went to high school together, the same high school. He actually went to a different high school for a reason that, well, that's gonna be another video, but he went to a different high school than the one right by where he lived. So we went to high school together for 2 years, and we didn't even know.
Nope.
And he graduated the same year my sister did, so I went through his graduation and didn't even know it.
Thank you for being there.
Oh, you're welcome. So there's so many times that we should have known each other like way years before, but we just never did.
No.
Until, and it's so funny because we met on a dating app and we lived in the same town. And
we have some mutual friends.
And we have like a lot of mutual friends. Like I won't explain anything, but like I knew his parents and everything. So it was something, yeah.
But it was comforting after a while.
Yeah. So so now our first date was a day after we started talking, so technically it was July 12th is when we actually saw each other, but we go based on when we met, so that our anniversary is July 11th. We also get free Slurpees that day, 7-Eleven. Oh. Unrelated, but we always do that. We always seem to get Slurpees because it's free, so.
They would be like, score!
So, yeah, so we're gonna go to the place where, I'll show you where I used to work quickly, and then we'll just go like, we'll show you our second date and everything, so we will see you guys there. Alright, so Food Town, that's where I used to work, and that's where I was working. I met Bobby. So now we're showing you guys. No, go in here. So Bobby used to work at the place Superfry and the Aroma that I went into, I can't even tell you how many times. So Dunkin' Donuts, so we're gonna go through the back. And our second date, he met me when I got out of work, and we were walking around Merrick Avenue, which is that road that both of, like, all these stores are on. And so we were walking around for like almost an hour or so. And then, well, first we met in Dunkin', I think that's what it was. And then we took our coffees and we were just walking around. So I think we both parked back here. We're in the back of Dunkin' now. I think we both, did you park back here?
I did.
Alright, so we both parked back here. So oh boy. Dingly again. So we see, I don't know if you can see in the background of the car here, this Dunkin'. So we, and basically everybody in our town knows this place. It's, I don't know, in high school we was known as a strip. I'm going to a strip for lunch. So
yeah, there's always some good places to eat.
So on our second, so then it would be Sunday, July 13th would have been like this day. So that's when we met at Dunkin'. We got coffee. We were walking around drinking our coffees. And so he was walking to my car.
And I said goodnight.
Yeah. And then I asked him, I'm like, do you want a goodnight kiss?
And it turned out like this.
And then that's, oh, rejected. So, and that's where we had our first kiss in the back of Dunkin' Donuts.
It was a little longer than that, just 1 minute ago. It was a little longer than that.
And then also the next day when we had our other date. So again, he picked me up at work. I showed you guys Food Town, that's where I worked. He picked me up there, and it was like pouring. It was pouring, it was like thunderstorming, it was lightning, it was all the above. So he thought it was a good idea to bring me to his mom's boat.
At that time, yes.
At that time.
I was stubborn.
And I'm like, all right, this is where I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die on a boat dock. And not for like him creepy reasons. It was reasons that, like I said, it was pouring, and who goes on a boat when it's pouring?
It was supposed to be a nice night where it was like, it was just calm and it was supposed to be dark and we were to watch the movie or something, or sleep overnight on the boat or whatever it was that day.
These kids are really annoying. Hang on. Okay, so that's what you're saying.
Sorry about that.
So it was the boat dock. So I forgot what you were saying.
You were saying about how you thought you were gonna die on the boat, and then
yes, because like I said, it was raining and lightning and thunderstorming. So we go there, and first you had a hard time getting like the code to get into like the marina area.
Oh yeah.
So that was the first thing. The second thing, you know, we're walking, and mind you, it was not like it was a boat where it had like, you can go inside, and it had like
it was like a party boat.
Yeah, like it had a kitchenette, like it had had everything on it. So it was not like we were exposed and everything. So he actually had dinner waiting, which was really cute. So then after dinner, he's like, oh, you wanna watch a movie? So he couldn't get the little TV on the thing to play the movie for whatever reason. So we're like, oh, I guess we're not gonna watch a movie. So no, then you asked me if I wanted like something to drink. I couldn't. I was 19 when I met him. He was 21, almost 22. So I'm like, well, kind of can't. And he's like, oh, I guess I'm driving anyway, so it doesn't make sense. So we were just like having like iced teas and stuff and like talking. And then he's like, oh, do you want to go outside? So I want to go outside. It's still raining. You literally see lightning all over the sky. You hear the thunder. And me and my stupid ass, I'm like, oh, sure, let's go outside. So he's like this. He's like, isn't it nice? At that point, I'm like, this kid is he's trying to kill me. He's either trying to like have me get struck by lightning, he's trying to make me drown. I don't know, this kid's gonna kill me. But it ended up being a nice night. We were on the boat for a couple hours, and then he drove me back to work where I had my car. So, yeah, it was actually cute.
Sorry.
And then, oh, so a week later, that's when I met his family. Now this is actually the funny thing. So I don't know, you came to work or something. I remember I went after work to go to your house for dinner, and like you came, I guess, to show me where to go. So I'm following home. I'm like, all right. So when I walk inside, I see his mom that was like up at the top of the stairs, and I'm like, wait a second, I know you. Then all of a sudden his dad comes walking into view, and I'm like, wait, I know you too. His parents used to come into Food Town all the time, and I would always see them. So now I'm like thinking back, like, was I always nice to them? I hope I was always nice to them, stuff like that. So I knew his parents, before I knew you. Well, before I knew you.
And I remember, like, before that meeting, I came up to you, and I'm pretty sure you remember this, and I said to you, hey, do you want to meet my parents? And you were, like, hesitant about it, because you were like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I'm like, okay, cool, let's go to my house. And that's where it all happened. And then you met my mom, and you met my dad, and then, and you were just like, wait, I know those people.
No, he didn't meet my family till, like, 2 weeks after we started dating or something.
I forget why.
It was something like that. I remember when he came over to my house, he was so nervous.
I mean, I still am a bit nervous once in a while, but not
Mind
always.
you, it's almost 5 years later.
I know. That's just my personality.
My family's scary. So, yeah, I guess that's how we met, how we came to be almost 5 years later.
Love you, boo.
Love you.
You promise?
So, yeah.
That was
it.
Yeah, that's our origin story, and that's how Britt and I got stuck together for 5 years.
Yeah.
It just took 3 days to assemble everything, and then here we are.
Yeah.
You blushing? You blushing? No, you're blushing. I see.
I am not.
Yeah, you so are.
Where? Dude, where?
Cheeks.
Yeah, go ahead. She goes, I mean, I'm blushing.
Well,
Dude, where?
Dude, where?
Alright, so I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked the little tour and how we met story. I mean, we think it's cute.
Oh,
I guess we kind of have to.
Yeah, sorry, it's cute, guys. So we'll catch up with you guys later, and
we have like a long list of videos that we want to do together. It's just a day that we, you know, why did it get so dark? Oh my gosh.
It's probably from the sun.
The sun is in the way. Alright.
Yeah.
I guess it is what it is. But we have like a whole list of things we want to do. Sorry, I cut you off. Oh, it's coming back out. Okay, the sun went away. That's why it was. Awkward. So, sorry.
Hashtag sun fail.
So, it's just the day that we have to do this stuff. It's basically 1 day a week to get to come back. Alright, to get what we have to get done, like filming and stuff. I was doing the editing the following week.
I'd leave her to do that.
Yeah, by myself. No, I'm kidding. So, we're gonna try and film like one other video today. If we can get 2 done, that would be great. But that's why it took so long from the first video we posted up to whenever this one goes up. Hopefully it will be up in a few days. Yeah,
just be patient, stick around, and we'll enjoy you guys.
Yeah. Maybe we could try to do it. Oh, we'll talk after. But yes, like always, if you guys have anything you want us to do, you want us to see,
we'll leave suggestions in the comments below if you want us to review anything or talk about something in specific. We'll be glad to, you know, cover that for you guys.
Yeah.
So.
And as always, we both have our separate YouTube channels, so his is linked below, mine's linked below. On there as well if you want us to do anything special, let us know.
Hey.
Boop. Yeah, boop. So, yeah, alright, so we will catch up with you guys soon. Any final words?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, we will see you guys soon.
Bye.